everyone, here's the podcast of Russian House, and today we are meeting Daniel from Portugal, who has participated in Hello Russia program and will kindly share his experience with us. We'll talk about his perception of Russia, Russian language, people and education, plans for future. Hope you will enjoy.
Thank you, Gabe, for accepting the invitation.
Yeah, sure. My name is Daniel Tiran. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Portugal. I like to practice sports. I like to play video games, read, learn new stuff, hang out with friends, go to the beach, and maybe walk on some trails.
How did you find out about program Hello Russia? Just a little bit, maybe story, background.
I learned about this program back in Portugal when I went to the biology olympiads. There was a girl there that told me that there was a program that brought kids from many countries to Russia to promote the international diversity, and that I could join and get a free journey to Russia. So I decided to look further into it, and I discovered that there was the Большая перемена program. Yeah, and I decided to tell my mom about it, and she told that it was okay, and now I'm here, and I didn't win, unfortunately, but I didn't really stand a chance because I don't really speak Russian that well. But yeah, besides that, I got to stay here in Artek camp, and I'm really liking it this far.
Did reality match your expectations, or just different?
Well, I didn't expect much from it. I haven't seen anything like this before, because there in Portugal, there aren't any programs like this. It was something new to me, so I didn't know really what to expect. So I didn't have much expectations, and this really got way over what I was expecting in a good way.
What were activities in Artek, and are you planning to have some more maybe program or maybe even study in Russia? Do you have some further plans?
I haven't thought about it because, well, I still got 1 year of school, but I plan to enter a medical school, a medical university. I mean, and in Portugal, well, there are a few universities that are good. One in Lisbon and one in Porto. And I live close to Lisbon, so studying in Lisbon would be optimal. But of course, if I had the chance to study in Russia in a good university, I would really appreciate that. And I think it would open many doors to me, because in Portugal, medicine and healthcare is not as developed as in Russia. So a good university, medical university here in Russia, I think it's way better than in Portugal, and has a much brighter future with new technologies and new research compared to Portugal, for example. So yeah, I really consider studying here.
Thank you. But to study Russian university, you need to improve your Russian language, right? So what is your level now? And if there are any programs that you can participate in order to improve your language enough to study in Russian university?
Yeah, I know that studying in Russia is not easy, because I need to know Russian very well. That is a challenge because right now I'm not the best Russian speaker. I know some words, some conversations I can hold, but some complex words I don't know. I still have much to improve if I want to study here in Russia, but that's something I could get past if I try to join a program, like a learning program or something like that, to learn Russian. I could easily get better and get at the level of other students, and maybe get easily on the university.
Will it be some issues if you go with Russian graduation?
It's a risk, but I think it's worth it, just because of the quality of the Russian medical investment right now.
Thank you. It's fair enough. And how would you think? Could you fall in love with Russia enough to stay in Russia? Maybe for 5 years or 6 years of education, maybe you fall in love with Russia, with your colleagues, with students. Is there any chance to stay here in Russia?
Yeah, I really like Russian. I really like the language and the country itself, the nature, and the people too. Yeah, I think I could definitely do that for some years. And if I decide to maybe move away, if I don't like it for some reason, I don't know why, but if it happens, I can't say for sure if I don't give it a try. But yeah, I think I could study here for many years without getting tired of it, because it's very, very different from what I'm used to in Portugal.
What is the difference? Like if you had taken this myth, is there really a big difference between maybe Portugal and Russia? Maybe you had such experience in Portugal, staying in such camps, and is it a big difference between people? You have Russian counselors for sure in Artek. So how could you describe? Is there any difference, and what is it particular?
Back in Portugal, I haven't went in any summer camp, so this is my first time. But the people are definitely different, that's for sure. Here, I'm not totally sure, because I have not had much experience with Russian people. But back in Portugal, people are very mixed. Sometimes they're kind, and sometimes not very kind. Depends on the region, but well, in general, they're all kind of laid back, if I can say it that way. They're in Portugal, it's a much more relaxing lifestyle because, well, it's next to the beach, and people are more laid back. Here in Russia, I feel like people are more serious and more dedicated to contributing to their country, for sure, because they're in Portugal. Not many people care for their country, but here in Russia, everyone seems to love their country, their flag, their national music. Yeah, I think if people here really love where they live and what they do, yeah, that's really cool.
Thank you. Maybe we'll go a little bit to talk about fun. So what was most difficult for you while you studied Russian, maybe? Because you study English as well. It's not your native language, right? So you studied English, you studied Russian. What was more difficult, and what was particularly difficult is studying Russian language?
I haven't studied any Russian, just Portuguese, English, and French. English is not my main language. Portuguese is, but my mom is Russian, so she has taught me some words and how to talk and all that. So I kind of know how to talk, but reading and writing, I can't write at all. So grammar and all that stuff, I have no knowledge of all of that, but I know how to talk a little bit because of my mom, of course. And I think from what I have experienced right now, that Russian is much more difficult than English, for example. English is much easier. That's why it's the universal language that is most used in the world. But Russian is really hard, in my opinion. And I've heard some opinions too from other people. And they say that it's really hard too, and much more difficult than Portuguese, for sure too. But I'm willing to learn it. Willing to try.
Got it. Can you say something in Russian just to hear?
What do you want me to say?
Whatever. Maybe most difficult word for you, or some what you like it sounds in Russian.
Меня зовут Даниил, я в Artek теперь, и мы теперь в комнату здесь только лежим, и мы в... It's hard.
Okay, it's still beginning is quite good, so it's just almost clear. clear enough to understand. It's good.
И я люблю здесь в Артеке, это прикольно, и все крутой.
You know good words. Прикольно, крутой. It's deep enough. Thank you.
Thanks to Daniel. I think it was a really exciting experience and brilliant chance to see Russia with his eyes. Hope you had a fun too. Stay tuned.